Whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Sam, and my proposition is to increase fracking restrictions upon fracking. Can we start?
Put that whole thing on YouTube, please.
Hi, I'm Sam, and fracking has become an increasingly negative problem to society. So my proposition is restrictions upon the expansion of fracking should be increased. Fracking, also known as hydraulic fracturing, is a process of drilling and injecting fluid into the ground at a high pressure in order to fracture shale rocks to release natural gas inside. My three supporting claims are: fracking has become a prevalent problem to society, hydraulic fracturing has become problematic to biological life, and current fracking policies do not restrict oil companies to adhere to biological safe regulations. Fracking has become a prevalent problem to society. The process of fracking is extremely wasteful to the Earth's natural resources. In 2010, the United States Environmental Protection Agency estimated that 70 to 140 billion gallons of water are used to fracture 35,000 wells in the United States each year. This is approximately the annual water consumption of 40 to 80 cities, each with a population of 50,000. Many fracturing fluid chemicals are known to be toxic to human and wildlife. According to the Environmental Working Group, petroleum-based products known as petroleum distillates, such as kerosene, also known as hydrotreated light distillates, mineral spirits, and petroleum distillate blends, are likely to contain benzene, a known human carcinogen that is toxic in water. The United States House of Representatives Committee of Energy and Commerce released a report named Chemicals Used in Hydraulic Fracturing. In this report, they stated, between 2005 and 2009, the oil and gas service companies used hydraulic fracturing products containing 29 chemicals that are known or possible human carcinogens, to regulate it under the Safe Drinking Water Act for the risks of human health, or 3, listed as hazardous air pollutants under the Clean Air Act. Committee of Energy and Commerce stated, hydrogen fluoride is a hazardous air pollutant that is highly corrosive and a systemic poison that causes severe and sometimes delayed health effects due to deep tissue penetration. Absorption of substantial amounts of hydrogen fluoride by any route may be fatal. One of the hydraulic fracturing companies used 62,222 gallons of two products containing hydrogen fluoride in 2008 and 2009. One of the many accounts which have been harmful to the environment is recorded in the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. In this case, the department has determined that 18 drinking water supplies that serve 19 homes have been affected by drilling activities. Hydraulic fracturing has become problematic to biological life. Chemicals which are used in hydraulic fracturing have been recorded to be toxic to human health. According to the Committee of Energy and Commerce, hydraulic fracturing companies use a chemical called 2-butoxyethanol as a foaming agent or surfactant in 126 products. According to the EPA scientists, this agent is easily absorbed and rapidly distributed in humans following inhalation, ingestion, or dermal exposure. Studies have shown that exposure to this agent can cause hemolysis, which is the destruction of red blood cells, and damage to the spleen, liver, and bone marrow. The hydraulic fracturing companies injected 21.9 million gallons of product containing this agent between 2005 and 2009. Chemicals from fracking are harmful in water sources. According to a report from the U.S. Committee of Energy and Commerce, the hydraulic fracturing companies injected more than 30 million gallons of diesel fuel or hydraulic fracturing fluids containing diesel fuel in wells in 19 states. In 2004 report, EPA stated that the use of diesel fuel in fracking fluids poses the greatest threat to underground sources of drinking water. Land is poisoned by contaminants of fracking liquids. Tesoro Corp, a major oil company in North Dakota, spilled large amounts of barrels of crude oil spread over 7.3 acres, or about the size of 7 football fields. According to reports on Huffington Post, more than 20,000 barrels of crude oil have spewed out of a Tesoro Corp oil pipeline in a wheat field in northwestern North Dakota, the state health department said Thursday. The disposal of natural gases from hydraulic fracturing has become a harmful practice. According to an article on New York Times, across western North Dakota, hundreds of fires rise above fields of wheat, sunflowers, and maize hay. They are not wildfires caused by lightning strikes or other acts of nature, but the deliberate burning of natural gas by oil companies. The gas bubbles up alongside the far more valuable oil and is a waste, being simply burned. Current fracking policies do not restrict oil companies to adhere to biological safe regulations. Fracking is exempt from key federal environmental regulations. The Federal Energy Policy of 2005 contained an exemption for gas drilling and extraction from requirements in the Underground Injection Control Program of the Safe Drinking Water Act. There are four solutions to fracking. First, national fracking fluid chemical and additive disclosure laws can be applied. According to National Conference of State Legislators, currently the Congress is considering legislation known as the FRAC Act, which is the Fracturing Responsibility and Awareness of Chemicals Act. This act amends the Safe Drinking Water Act to repeal the exemption from restrictions on underground injections of fluids or propping agents granted to hydraulic fracturing operations. The second, spills leak prevention through mechanical integrity tests or casing requirements. Above ground spills, leaking drill casings, and wastewater mishandling are common causes to hydraulic fracturing pollution. Possible solutions could include more stringent regulation of drill casing or mechanical integrity measures to prevent spills.
All right, I got to cut you off. It's 8 minutes at this point.
Thank you.
Things like this.